In class, we did a little experiment about with M&Ms and see how many colors you had and how many of each color, and then we picked them out of the cup. Kind of show you what theoretical and experimental probability are. Theoretical probability is what should happen. So if you flip a coin twice, what should happen is you should get the side with the heads once and the side of the tails once. Like if you roll the die that has 6 sides 6 times, you should get each side once. Experimental probability is what does happen when you do the experiment. A lot of times we find out that experimental probability doesn't always match theoretical, but in our experiment we did in class with the M&Ms, the more times you do the experiment, the much closer the results will be. So let's look at some examples. If Jane is rolling a fair 6-sided die, what is the probability of rolling a 5? There's one side that has a 5 out of 6 total. So that's the theoretical probability. If she rolled the die 30 times, how many times should she expect to roll a 5? Well, we know it's 1 out of every 6. But I want to know how many times out of 30 that should happen. We kind of did this in statistics the other day. You cross multiply 1 times 30 is 30, divided by 6 is 5. So x equals 5 times. In a deck of 52 cards, what is the probability of getting a queen? There are 4 queens out of 52, which is 1/13. So if we were to pick a card 104 times, how many times should you expect to get a queen? Well, 1 out of 13 is how many it's going to happen theoretically, but I want to know out of 104. So you'd cross multiply 104 divided by 13, which is 8 times we would expect it to happen. Harry picked a queen from a deck 9 out of 104 times. Compared to the theoretically probability, how did he do? Well, theoretically, he only should have got it 8 times, but he did it and he got it 9. So he did better than expected. Doug asked a random sample of 50 classmates whether they're interested in extending the school year. The results are shown in the table below. If there are 250 students total in Doug's school, how many should he expect to favor extending the school day? So here's 12 out of 50 that would be expected, but we want to know how many out of 250. So we'd cross multiply and divide, and x is 60 people is what he would expect.